Hello, I'm Adam Pacitti from Cultaholic Wrestling, joined by little Andrew Dingle. How are you doing, Andrew?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
I am doing very well as well, Mr. We're dressed the same as well.
It's because you're my father, apparently.
That's it. Let's do a bit of Cat Stevens, father and son, shall we?
Let's
start.
do
Oh,
that.
very touching. Let's not. Let's take a look at the headlines. A former WWE Champion's return has been scrapped. A man has been charged over the cyberbullying of Hana Kimura, and a top NXT star has been written off TV until late January. We'll tell you more in a bit. So we're kicking things off with the news that a former WWE Champion's return has been scrapped. So a little while ago, PW Insider reported that former Divas and Women's Champion Melina was set to return to WWE, although she did then state on social media in September that she hadn't signed with the company. It was all nonsense. It's definitely not true. But we know that means nothing, a la Edge. In the lead up to his Rumble return. Anyway, Johnny Fairplay, who you may know from the TV series Survivor, or you may have seen one of his 2 wrestling matches, has been chatting with PW Torch. Andrew, what's he said?
Ooh, Fairplay has said, I hung out with Robbie E, who in NXT is Robert Stone now, 2 weeks ago, and he said he has no idea what he's going to do. His plan was to bring in Melina and manage her in NXT. She had to have surgery or something. They're not using this guy.
What a dick. Why has he ruined that? And here we are reporting on it. He knows wrestling. He's had 2 wrestling matches. Kayfabe it, brother. So yeah, there you go. I think it's a bit of a shame, actually, because, first of all, I didn't expect, if Melina was returning to WWE, I didn't expect to see her head to NXT. I thought she'd be straight onto the main roster. I really like the idea of Robert Stone and Melina being a thing, because I think Robert Stone is tremendous value. Melina can still go, and they just seem like a really fun partnership to me. So I'm a bit sad if this isn't going to happen. I mean, it might still happen, like after the surgery. We might be reporting in a couple of months' time that she's going to be coming back to TV very soon. Hopefully, Johnny Fairplay gives us the inside scoop there, because he is a shooter, let me tell you. Would you like to see her come back?
I would. I'm sort of the same. Like I would have imagined her going to Raw or something. Give like maybe the main roster, women's roster, like a bit of star power. I know they've not got much going on, especially in like the women's title scene on Raw for Asuka. So maybe bring her in and something could happen there. But in NXT, I think she'd thrive more in NXT than anything. Like, with Robert Stone and all the really good, because I mean she's been doing the rounds on the independent scene and stuff. She's been on NWA. She's been doing really good stuff, and I think she'd fare better with the women on NXT than on the main roster.
I agree. Sort of maybe filling a role that Mickie James has been filling on Raw, or I don't know. Team them up. Have a bloody lovely elderly women's tag team on Raw. That'd be They're not elderly at all. So we'll keep you updated on the Melina situation. Johnny Fairplay, just give us a bell, mate. Next up, a man is to be charged over the cyberbullying of Hana Kimura, who of course tragically took her own life back in May of this year. She had been bullied online relentlessly following her appearance on Terrace House, the reality show. And now we've got an update on what is going to happen to one of the people, and there were many of them, but one of the people who directed abuse at her online. Andrew.
Yeah, so Asahi Digital reports that the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department will be charging an Osaka man as he allegedly sent abusive messages to Kimura before her death via Twitter. Per the report, there were messages that stated, "Is there any value to your life?" as well as "When are you going to die?" So.
Just horrible stuff. So the man that's been accused has since apologised to her family via email, but for want of a better term, it's too little too late, isn't it? A woman has lost her life, an incredibly talented woman at the age of 22. As far as what this means, Japan has a conviction rate of over 99%, and this will almost definitely lead to a custodial sentence for this man. The man hasn't been named, but just a truly tragic situation, and once again we will keep you updated on that. Cameron Grimes was brutally attacked last week by Timothy Thatcher, and it was absolutely outrageous. He grabbed his leg, hoisted it, like, oh, it was evil. It was evil stuff. It's one of my favourites as well.
Timothy,
I really like Cameron Grimes. We've got an update on how long Cameron Grimes is going to be off TV for. He was kayfabe written off, obviously, last week. Andrew, how long's it going to be?
It's going to be about 4 to 6 weeks,
It's
Adam.
too long.
It's far too long.
He's one of the highlights. Every week he's so funny. He's such a detestable little prick.
He's so good. And, like, he's not been winning his bigger matches lately, but I feel like he's got... Where's he going to go, Adam? Where's he got to go? To the moon! He's off there. When he comes back, he's going straight up. He's going straight up. Yes,
I'm not convinced.
I am.
I think you're about as convinced as Cameron Grimes. So yeah, I mean, it'll be 4 to 6 weeks without Cameron Grimes. It's not too bad. Like, he's finished his feud with Dexter Lumis, obviously. We don't know the reason that Cameron Grimes is off TV. If he is suffering like a minor injury or he's got to have a bit of medical work done, we don't know the reason for it. There's been no reports to confirm any injuries. So again, we'll keep you updated on that. But Andrew, can you do To the Moon again, please?
He's going to the moon. Just like that.
Can you fill in for him? Andrew, fill in for him for 6 weeks.
He's got a nice beard. I ain't got one of them. Also, he's got nice hair. I also ain't got that.
Hold on. We'll do a jump cut, and in the next news segment, you're going to be Cameron Grimes. Watch this, viewers. AEW Champion Kenny Omega's first title defense has now been confirmed. It was confirmed last night on Dynamite. It's scheduled to take place on the 30th of December edition of Dynamite. Andrew Dingle, sorry, Cameron Grimes. Who's it going to be?
No, it's gonna be Ray Phoenix. Are you ready for it? The flippy boy himself.
I really don't think I am. This honestly, I know this is like the last wrestling show, no offense NXT, the last wrestling show of the year pretty much, certainly one of the last major ones. I feel like this could be like match of the year candidate already. Ray Phoenix is one of the best in the world. Kenny Omega, he's right too. I think he can do the wrestling, so I'm absolutely buzzing for this, truly.
It should be really good. As long as Phoenix, please just don't do a flip and hurt yourself. That seems to be the thing that he likes to do recently. But sorry, let me get my flowing locks out of my eyes there. There we go. That's a bit better. As long as he doesn't injure himself.
Show us your top hat, Andrew. Your Cameron Grimes. Jesus, that is spot.
That.
We can't really afford many props. I said that thinking, oh yeah, we've got stuff in the cupboard. We'll make do.
Sorry, William Regal, what's that? A cease and desist. Is it? Oh, I'm sorry, Will. All right then. I'll have to take this off now, I can't.
Do it again quick before you... Oh, God.
It was me all along.
It was me all along. I can't believe it. Next up, we've got an update on the return of NWA to our screen. Serena Deeb, the women's champion, appearing on the hashtag show and stated that NWA might be resuming shows as early as the start of next year. She said NWA is probably starting up again with some tapings in January or early next year. So you're not going to have to wait too long if you're a fan of NWA. Andrew, you're buzzing, mate.
Oh, I'm buzzing. I can't wait. Like, they've just been... Well, they were on, like... an up and up. Everybody was getting eyes on the product for the crossover with like AEW and everything as well. Mm-hmm. And then stuff just happened. The world outside on fire and that. Oh no, oh dear, look out the window. Deirdre's on fire out there. She's and
you had a coffee this morning, Andrew.
I hadn't even finished it yet. But no, and then things just seemed to stop for them, which was such a shame because it really did like they were on the up and up, and I'm actually really excited about seeing what happens next because I've said this many a time now on the news, we've seen lots of crossovers. I think there's going to be more crossovers obviously on the card, on the horizon. So
as far as you mean AEW and other promotions, or just generally other promotions?
I mean just generally other promotions. Like I think that seems to be happening quite a bit these days. Maybe we'll see something with Impact as well, which would be pretty cool. Like, I don't know, but whatever happens, I'm just excited. I am excited to see NWA back.
Next up, Ric Flair has done a Johnny Fairplay and has spoiled something that's coming, well, I almost said very soon there. It doesn't sound like it's very soon at all. But he was speaking with ESPN on The Jump, and Flair stated that WWE has recently purchased one of his robes for a permanent display in a physical Hall of Fame. A physical WWE Hall of Fame appears to be in the works, and this is something that fans have been clamoring for an awful long time now. And It's apparently going to be in Orlando, Florida. So lots and lots of people will get to visit that. And I'm really, really, truly, like, if I'm ever in Orlando, Florida, I'll be there as a priority. Screw you, Disneyland. I want to go and see Ric Flair's old knackered robe. No, they'll have some cool stuff. I was watching that WWE Warehouse thing. They produced a video series like 6 or 7 years ago now for their YouTube channel. And the amount of stuff that they've got in their vault, in their archive, is unbelievable. And they were showing all of Undertaker's caskets, which I think some of which might have been on display at various like WWE WrestleMania Access events before. But they've got a huge amount of stuff. The SmackDown fist was there. Oh, we love a fisted. And so they've got so much stuff that I'm surprised they even have to buy stuff in, to be honest, because they've got heaps of bollocks there. Andrew, would you go?
I'd definitely go. Do you know what? When I first saw this story, I'd immediately taken to Futurama, and I was like, eventually they're just gonna have the floating talking heads of all the legends in there, just like adorning the corridors, and they're all just speaking to each other. But no, like, it would be criminal for them not to show all this incredible stuff that they've made over the years. And I think something like this is such a good idea. It's like a better Hard Rock Cafe, really, isn't it? I guess
it's like a WWF New York.
Yeah. Oh my.
New York 2.0, but in Orlando and actually good with no spaghetti. That's what that was.
What?
They had spaghetti, didn't they? There was a restaurant as well.
With no spaghetti.
That was meant to be the end of the segment. Are we still going?
I guess
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's go straight into the next story.
Cut now.
Do it. Next up, just a quick one. We've got the reason that Jake Roberts missed AEW Dynamite last night. Jake taking to Twitter and saying...
He said, unfortunately, I won't be able to appear tonight due to illness. And then in brackets, not COVID. These days, we all have to be on point, looking forward to seeing everyone in 2 weeks. And obviously, Jake, like, recently, he told us that he was diagnosed with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. So, I mean, it could be tied to that, but whatever it is, hopefully the young man is doing well, and we can see him soon. I like them promos.
The young man, he's amazing. He's amazing at what he does. I immediately read into that. It's like, due to illness, not COVID. So don't worry about the COVID, but I'll be back in exactly 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So he set a time frame which corresponds with the amount of time that you're meant to self-isolate for. It's all right. Well, sending our best, of course, to Jake Roberts. We look forward to seeing him back in a fortnight. Next up, last week it was reported that NXT superstar Dakota Kai was off television due to an injury, but we've got a bit of an update from Fightful Select as to the real reason she's off TV right now.
We do. So WWE is apparently trying to clear up her visa issues. Dakota Kai, obviously from New Zealand, and requires a work visa to appear in the United States. The report didn't specify exactly when she'd return, but WWE said expect to have her back soon.
These things don't normally take that long at all. So there you go. She's well and good, and I guess just enjoying a little bit of time back home, where there's practically no COVID in New Zealand, right? As well. She's having a ball. She's down the pub. Good on her. A big night for the Undisputed Era's Kyle O'Reilly last night as he defeated Pete Dunne to become #1 contender to Finn Balor's NXT Championship. It was an amazing, amazing match. If you've not watched it yet, do go and watch it, or if you'd rather listen to Tom talk about it, great, it'll be up in a couple of hours. And so we know what the big match is going to be at New Year's Eve on Wednesday, January the 6th. It's going to be, that's big. Obviously, they're going really, like, they're up against it with AEW doing their big 2-night thing. But Balor O'Reilly too.
It's going to be one of these. He's gonna have that belt. I'm feeling it. I agree.
Good. I agree. I genuinely think they're gonna put the belt on him.
Me too. Like, it feels like the right time to do it. It's been weird with the Karrion Kross stuff, right? Because it's like you'd think he'd go straight to the title picture, but he's not at the moment. He's someone else. He's gone. Cease and desist. Can't bring him back again. No, but I feel like it's Kyle O'Reilly's time. I'm feeling good. And this is exciting. This show's got me really excited, by the way, as well.
That's class. It's absolutely... The fact that they're doing it again, I think everybody really expected Pete to win last night. The fact that it was Kyle, yeah, I think we're going to get a title change. That's huge. That's absolutely mental. Oh, poor poor Roddy and Bobby, they're going to have to up their game a little bit. Losers. So yeah, it's going to be class. We'll also see Karrion Kross, face Damian Priest on that January the 6th show. Also, who's hosting it? He does doodles.
Neil Buchanan.
Neil Buchanan is coming back. He's got the head with him.
It's not. It's big old Dexter Lumis.
He's going to be a hoot, isn't he?
He's going to be... have we even heard him speak in NXT yet? I don't think we have.
Oh.
And he's hosting the show.
It's going to be so good.
Hopefully he just does it all in doodles. That would be so good if he does
like
just
cue card sort of thing.
Yeah.
Drop it, like Love Actually. Imagine Dexter Lumis popping up at your door. Intense there. So there you go. It's set, looking like a really, really great show. Also, we've got an update on AEW Holiday Bash. The Young Bucks are going to be defending their AEW tag team titles against the Acclaimed. So that's a bit of a surprising one as well. Looking forward to it though. That should be good.
Should be really good, yeah. The card, as I can see on the sheet right in front of me, this card is looking like it's going to be a good one. It's going to be. They're on the same. Is it on the same night as New Year's Evil?
This is the Wednesday Holiday Bash.
Oh, sorry, this is the next week one. Yeah, sorry.
So what else have we got announced for that?
Oh, well, for that, let me tell you, we've got Chris Jericho and MJF versus Top Flight. That should be really good. We've got AEW Women's Champion Hikaru Shida versus to be continued, to be announced.
To be continued?
Well, it says TBC
to
on
be confirmed.
To be continued. I'm good at this.
What else? This is the one that I'm really excited about.
Pac versus the Butcher.
Yes, please. Yeah, that's a nice contrast of styles. That'll be something else. That'll
be really good. We've got Jurassic Express versus the Dark Order, and that is Colt Cabana 5 and 10. So that should be good as well. That was good. That numbers, quick maths. Dustin Rhodes versus Evil Uno, which will be fantastic. Evil Uno, fan of Twitch channel. He's a good lad.
Oh yeah, sorry,
everybody.
He raids us sometimes. Yeah.
He's a good lad.
I'll be the match of the night.
And then we've also got the wedding date for Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford, and that shall be announced on the day.
They're announcing the date. We all love a bit of admin. I know I do. Anyway, we're finishing with a lovely story, by the way. Cody and Brandy Rhodes are expecting their first child. So this is a nice way to finish the news video. They made their announcement on last night's AEW Dynamite in the form of a promo. Andrew, what did that look like?
It was really sweet, actually. So you start with, you got Brandy and Cody there. They're decorating the tree. Brandy's got a new puppy, which is called Yeti Pinkerton Rhodes, I think.
Are you taking the piss?
No, that's actually... I thought it was sick in the mick when I saw it, but no, it's not. They've got it. They hear a knock, knock, knock. One of these. Oh, what's that? Who's that? It's at the door. Is it Father Christmas? Who knows? And they go to the door. They open the door, there's a present on the floor, they pick it up, they bring it into the house, they sit on the sofa, and they open it, and what's in there? A little pair of Gucci shoes, and like a little sort of, it's it's a tiny tree stump with some like branding on it that says, I think it says something like, they're having a child or something in 2021.
Some branding. It's a great branding. Like they're having a child, by the way.
Having a kid. That's the first they've heard of it. They didn't even know this. Santa Claus has just brought hey, you go have one of these for Christmas, a child. No, and then the camera cuts and we see Pharaoh there, and he's got a little bandana on that says "Baby Security." Bless him. Oh, big old Pharaoh.
What if it's Pharaoh's kid? What if Pharaoh and his missus are having a baby? It could be a huge swerve. That's what we want to see, isn't it? Push them further up in the ratings. Anyway, congratulations to Cody and Brandy. Really, really tremendous news. Andrew?
Yep.
See ya.
Yep. Bye.